everyone, this is Bridges, and this is my review of Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver versions. Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver are remakes of Pokemon Gold and Silver, which were released for the Game Boy Color back in 2000. These games feature all of the elements of the Game Boy Classic, updated with the look and feel from Diamond, Pearl and Platinum. Before I cover the new updates in these games, I'll go over what was already there. Just like in any main series Pokemon game, you are a young boy/girl who is about to start their Pokemon adventure. Just like always, the purpose of the game is to catch and train Pokemon, and to use these Pokemon to defeat the 8 gym leaders of the region, and then eventually the Elite Four and become Pokemon Champion. What was cool about Gold and Silver was that once you finish your adventure in Johto, you can go and explore the land of Kanto from the previous games and take on the gym leaders there. Now that I've covered that, let's take a look at how these games have been updated from the originals. For starters, the gameplay mechanics are now like they are in Diamond, Pearl and Platinum, so anyone familiar with those should feel right at home here. One cool thing is that the menus in Heart Gold and Soul Silver have been significantly updated from Diamond, Pearl and Platinum. They now appear on the touchscreen, and you now use the touchscreen to navigate the menus. The menus are easier to navigate and they feel much more organised than in Diamond, Pearl and Platinum. The Pokegear makes a return from the original games. The Pokegear acts as your world map, as well as a radio and a phone. If you get the numbers of some of the trainers you fight, sometimes they will call you and let you know about swarms of Pokemon, which could be handy for all you collectors out there. Apricorns also make a return. You still use them to make special Pokeballs, but this time you can also use them to make a juice that increases your Pokemon's Pokeathlon stats. Speaking of which, the Pokeathlon is a brand new feature in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. It's essentially a collection of minigames that use the touchscreen. You enter in 3 Pokemon and you have a selection of 10 events to choose from. Doing these earns you points which you can spend on various items. It's a fun little thing you can do occasionally, and it's definitely better than the contests. At least you get a reward for doing this. Another nice little addition to this game is that the first Pokemon in your party will follow you like how Pikachu would follow you in the yellow version. It's not much, but it's a nice little touch. Heart Gold and Soul Silver also features a new area in West Johto, which contains the Safari Zone, and you can actually customize the areas to what kind of environment you want them to be. The Battle Frontier from Platinum also makes a return, but it's the exact same thing as in Platinum, which is a bit of a disappointment. The game comes with an accessory called the Pokewalker, which is a special pedometer. You can transfer a Pokemon onto the Pokewalker and it will gain experience as you walk around in real life. You can also find items and catch Pokemon on the Pokewalker and transfer them to your game. It's a neat little accessory which adds a little something else to the game. The main quest in Heart Gold and Soul Silver will last you a good 20 to 30 hours of gameplay, and even more after that if you want to collect every Pokemon and train them all for online play. These games are still as great to play as they were 10 years ago. The game is very nicely presented, and the graphics are a slight step up from Platinum. There are also new sprites for the first 251 Pokemon, and a lot of them look much nicer than they did in Diamond, Pearl and Platinum. The music in this game is excellent. All of the classic music from the Game Boy originals has been very nicely remixed. And there's a lot of new music in there as well, which also sounds very good. The music definitely sounds a lot better than it did on the Game Boy. It adds its own brand of awesome while keeping the nostalgic feeling there. Overall, Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver versions are the best Pokemon games made to date. They take the classic fan favourites Pokemon Gold and Silver and vastly improve upon them in every way. If you're a Pokemon fan of any kind or are a DS owner, this is an absolutely essential purchase. I highly recommend you pick this one up. Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver versions receive an official Gamers Triad score of 9.5 out of 10. If you like this review, please subscribe. We'd also like to hear your opinions in the comment box. This is Bridges, signing out.